That's not English, Brian. It's German.
So what I told you is true, from a certain point of view.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to A Certain Point of View.
It's nice to
We
hear
are
that voice
here.
again.
We are live. It is Monday evening here on POV, and we have ourselves another live trivia match to get to here in just a little bit. It is October. It is spooky season. We have been celebrating it all year, or all month long, I should say. All 2 months long, really, on this channel.
All year long.
All year for us.
All
really.
year long. All year long for these two. All 2 months long for the channel. But we are doing Friday the 13th trivia, which is just focused on 3 specific movies. And some of you may be wondering why we chose Friday the 13th. The main reason why is because there was a Friday the 13th in October.
Wow.
It fit very well with the theme of everything. And we're here to test everyone's knowledge on Jason and everything that comes with Camp Crystal Lake. There's a number of people in the background waiting to play. Molly will also be playing along as well. But let's see how the girls are doing. It's just Jill and Molly with me this evening. Jill, let's start with you. How you doing?
I'm good. I got a pumpkin beer. Hooray.
Yes.
Tis the season. I bought a whole new box. So this one's pretty good. Can't complain.
I keep forgetting that my apple beer, because I think I've told you guys about Apple Hill here in Northern California.
Yeah.
They have apple beer, and we went a few weeks ago, and I keep forgetting that I have it. It's in the garage fridge.
Ooh, get some. That's a perfect fall beverage.
It's apple beer, which is really, really good. So
Ooh.
not
Not apple, not correct. It's not like not like an Angry Orchard, but it is like
No, it's like it's made from so Apple Hill consists of like dozens and dozens of apple orchards, and they all do their own different thing. And this one specifically, it's called Boa Vista. It's one of the more popular ones. They actually brew their own apple beer. They have like apple like hard cider. They have apple beer. They have all kinds of different things, and they bottle it to sell it because they have a huge market there as well. I just totally keep forgetting that I have it, so I'll have to drink that.
It's delicious. That sounds pretty good. Oh, and also I made it Instagram official. I did. Thank you, Sylvan. I did pick out my wedding dress. So
congratulations!
So one thing off the list.
How much pressure?
Like.
Yeah, how much like relief do you feel now that that's?
The thing is, I wasn't stressed about it because I went so early.
Okay.
So I really wasn't that stressed about it. I was honestly surprised that I found it as quickly as I did.
Okay.
So, yeah. Because I found it at my second store that I went to. Okay. So, like, I found it really quickly. So, and I got it. I mean, it's what? Almost a year until. So, like, I was like super early. So, I was stressed about it. Yeah. I was very much awesome. Like, because I didn't want to stress about it. So I was like, I'm gonna get this now. So that I don't have to
Gabby did the same thing, and they were like almost late with like all the alterations and everything.
Yeah, exactly. They said it could take upwards of sometimes like 6 to 8 months.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's a freaking dress. Like, get it done. Anyway.
No, I know. Which is why I wanted to get it done as soon as possible so I didn't have to worry about it.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Cool. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see it in a year from now. So
I can show you now if you really want.
No.
The big reveal.
No wedding superstition breaking or anything like that. You're good. You're good. Miss Molly, how are you doing?
I'm good. We had a very jam-packed weekend, so I'm exhausted, but we don't have a whole lot to do this week, so I'm just gonna be chilling, watching horror movies and hanging out.
I mean, but October ends tomorrow, so all that goes away.
No, you can watch horror movies all year long, Jake. It doesn't stop.
You guys aren't one of those people that the second November 1st hits, it's Christmas time?
I mean, yeah, but like Christmas movies, I'm a lot more like I've got a much smaller list of Christmas movies that I have on my like rewatch list, and there's like not a ton of new Christmas movies. So I still got a lot of horror movies on my list of ones to watch.
Fair. Speaking of horror movies, I just gotta say this, and thank you, Jill, for saying this. It Follows gets a sequel. Cannot wait for this movie. I'm a huge It Follows fan, and that totally made my Monday. So super excited for that. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I was totally not paying attention, and I have not been paying attention to Twitter for the last however long.
You're allowed. That's fine.
So stuff being sent to me is really helpful. So
I got you.
Thank you.
I was like, I know Jake likes this. I'm gonna send this over.
Well, we did a watch. Didn't we do a watch? We did a POV watch along, right?
Yeah.
I
think Andy hated it.
So yeah, like so did Gabby. You see, worst movie.
Oh, it's so good. It's not my favorite horror movie, but it's a good horror movie.
I might have to rewatch it
every Halloween. It's so good.
I might have to rewatch it again just since they announced there's going to be a sequel. Because I remember really liking it.
I just love its subtlety. Like it's great. It's great. All right. Well, let's go and
How are you, Jake?
I'm good.
We haven't seen you in a month.
Life's the same. I took a leave of absence for a little while. That's why you haven't seen my face. No, everything's been great. Obviously, most people know. If you don't know, my wife and I had a baby a few weeks ago. He's 4 weeks today, but his month day is on Thursday, so he's a month old on Thursday. Which is so wild to think about.
That's crazy, dude.
That he's already a month old. Yeah, it's been a crazy time, and
he's so cute. I want to pinch his little cheeks.
Yeah, he's pretty great,
but also big. Like he's got giant hands and feet.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He was 9 pounds 11 ounces, 22.5 inches. And he's got some big old hands and feet. He's gonna be an absolute superstar.
He's going to be an athlete.
Of whatever he plays, he's going to be an absolute monster. Cannot wait to see. But obviously it's an adjustment, but it's been a good adjustment. It's very exciting having him here. And like I was gone from the house for a long time today. And it was like the first time I got to come home to a wife and a child.
Aww.
Because I've just been around the house. We've been doing stuff and we've been together. And it was pretty cool. So yeah, it's exciting.
Did he run up to you? Because at this point, I'm expecting him to be walking within the next 8 weeks.
No, he was actually sleeping, so I had to creep through the house. But yeah, I mean, he's not fully, but he's picking up his head already, which is insane.
That's freaking wild.
And he's been doing it for close to 2 weeks.
That's crazy.
If you hold him in certain positions, he pushes his legs up, which is even crazier.
Wild.
So yeah,
pretty soon
I'm sure
he's going to be playing trivia with us.
I know, he's going to be asking the trivia questions. Not even he's going to be writing the trivia questions.
He's going to be swinging a golf club. He'll be swinging a golf club in 3 months, so it's going to be exciting.
Not
be tiny one.
It's going to be exciting. Yeah. All right, well, let's get to it. Everyone in the background has been patiently waiting. Let's go ahead and bring in our special guests and get to Friday the 13th trivia. I'm going to bring them in order as I see them. Perfectly set up here. We have Mr. Zach Burkett joining us. Nice mask.
Love the theming. Oh no, keep it on though. That's kidding.
Welcome, Zach. Welcome.
That's fair.
It might be a Monday, but I'm in full on Friday mode right now.
Yeah.
I've got my Camp Crystal Lake.
Oh, nice.
Blood orange beer, which was
that's awesome.
It was a wrap gift from the Damons on my film.
Dope.
That's awesome. That's
cool.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining, Zach. Good to see you, man.
You too. Thank you.
All right, we also have Andy, and it's insert spooky name here.
I am very clever.
Yeah.
Welcome, man.
And yeah, It Follows is garbage. No, I don't care what anyone else says. That was the dumbest movie I've ever seen.
It Follows is great.
Dumbest.
Andy, what's worse, It Follows or Smart House?
Oh no, Smart House is like a million times better than It Follows.
Oh,
Smart House is actually entertaining.
It
Follows is just boring.
Okay.
Fair enough.
The Disney Channel Smart House?
Yes.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Freddie. Interesting.
I'm just here to be the class clown. What's up, guys?
Thank you for joining, Billy. Good to see you, man. And finally, we have Vapion, our resident trivia champion who has won way too many times to count. What's going on?
Not much. This is my first time wearing my glasses on screen, so
we can see.
My niece had to go to the eye doctor. I was like, I'll go with you just to see what happens. And it turns out we both needed glasses.
Yay! The things you
Love
learn.
that. Love that. All right. Well, the way it works here on POV, we set up our own customized trivia that we've been doing on our Patreon for ever since the Patreon started, actually. And we call it Bar Movie Trivia. It's set up very different. There's 5 different rounds that we do. We do a picture round. We do general questions. We do quotes. Other movies category, which is always my favorite. And then there's one final betting question that we will get to that is for all the marbles at the end. So we'll go round by round and we'll be asking the questions. Again, Molly is also playing along. So myself and Jill will be asking the questions.
Like Vanna White. Hello. Let me turn
any questions from you competitors before we get going here?
Yeah, Andy, why must you hurt me?
That's fun to do.
Also, It Follows is not garbage.
Andy's right. Smart House is a better movie than It Follows.
The better question would be, which one do you hate more, It Follows or The Sandlot? Because I remember you. Okay.
Well, I didn't hate Sandlot. I just thought it was boring as well. But It Follows was much more boring.
I'm just
all right. Enough of the It Follows slander. Enough
to get you into the doghouse.
And just a reminder for everybody watching. I don't think I've said it, but we are doing the original 1980 movie. We are doing the final chapter, and then we are doing Jason Lives. Excuse me. Those are the 3 Friday movies that we decided on. We're not doing the whole franchise. I don't know how I'd write trivia on the whole franchise. So we're doing those 3 movies. The first category is the picture round. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up a picture. There are 5 characters that you're going to either have to name the character name or the actor name. Just take your time, 1 through 5. Each of them is worth a point. So 5 total points. And let me go ahead and get that up and we will get going. Let's see.
Been doing this for like years now, and I always forget there's a picture around and never think about it. For it.
Always the same, Andy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here we go. Here are the 5 characters or actors to name.
Oh boy.
I hope that IMDb search helps you out, Molly. Remember, insert generic white name here.
Insert.
Oh,
really dark.
I believe in you.
Ooh.
I believe in you too. Cassian told me I had to.
Wow. Oh, I hope I'm not getting sick.
Jill, do you know any of these? Don't say anything, obviously. But...
No. I know the actor.
Okay.
But that's it.
So have you ever watched Friday the 13th?
The first one. I've only seen the first one.
Okay. All right.
So I haven't seen any of the.
Do you have a desire to watch the Friday the 13th?
I do. And I guess I have seen Freddy vs. Jason. Does that count?
That does count.
Okay.
That does count.
So I've seen 2 of them.
Okay. All right. I didn't realize that Freddy vs. Jason was teased in a previous movie. I had no idea.
Oh, I didn't.
I thought it just happened.
Huh.
It was all part of the plan.
I like it just because it's so campy. Like it's kind of like a Chucky kind of thing where it's just like straight up horror camp. Like,
I need to watch that one still.
What, Freddy vs. Jason?
Mm-hmm. You've never seen it?
It's awesome.
Oh, it's so much fun. It is so much fun. Yeah. That ending is iconic.
Yeah, it's great.
It has
it's so cheesy, but it's so good.
Yeah, it has some crazy, like, oh my gosh, they're in that? They're in the background?
Yeah.
It's great.
All right, I'll give you guys about another 10 seconds or so. Come on, Molly. Come on, Molly.
I believe in you. Go,
5,
Molly, go.
I'm gonna take a wild
3,
guess on one of these.
2.
I guess on one too.
1. All right. Does anybody want to take a shot at naming all 5 of these people.
I'll take a shot.
All right, Zach, go for it.
I believe in you.
So number 1 is Trish Jarvis.
Okay.
2
Full name, love it.
Is Crazy Ralph.
Okay.
Number 3, I think her name is Annie. That was my guess. I feel like that is right, but I'm not
Bill,
sure.
mine is a typo, so that's correct.
Oh, really?
Okay,
Sweet.
I was like, you're wrong. I was like, wrong.
Yeah, no.
Nice.
I was having
Mine's
trouble
a
with that
typo.
I
one.
almost
Typo.
wrote that. Damn it.
Yeah, mine's a typo.
Number 4 is Corey Feldman, and number 5 is Megan Garris.
5 for 5.
Nice.
5 for 5.
I just
All right, I'll do
remember
it
the
one more
last
time.
one because of the way the guy says
Megan.
Megan.
Exactly. Yes, that's the first thing I heard too.
So does
So it
just
is-
Ralph count, or does it
I'll
have to
give
be
you
Crazy Ralph?
I'll give you Ralph.
You're doomed. You're all doomed.
So just one more time, Trish, who is one of the final girls, and then Crazy Ralph, Annie, Corey Feldman, and then Megan, who is also a final girl. So
I totally guessed if that was Trish or not, and I'm so glad that it was.
yeah.
I was like, I know someone's name is Trish, and she was blonde.
Yeah, I accidentally wrote down the typo I had. I accidentally wrote down Alice, which was the final girl from the original.
Yeah, I
But
remember.
it is Annie. So
Wrong.
yeah, it is Annie. I was the only one who got it wrong apparently.
Oh no, I got all of them wrong. So.
Yes,
Well,
Andy.
hey, Andy, that's okay. In the Discord earlier, when you go, they all have names. I'm like, oh, buddy. Oh.
Everyone, just to be sure, keep track of your points.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Keep track
Thank
of
you,
your
thank
points.
you.
We're doing an honor system as always.
Yes, thank you.
I'm too tired
Keeping
to
track
keep
of 0
of
is easy, so I'm set.
Woo.
All right, Jill, why don't you go ahead and start with number 1, and then I'll follow.
All right. Question number 1. The original movie ends with Alice decapitating Pamela with the iconic machete. What other death in the movie also used the weapon?
Use the machete.
I love this question so much.
Man.
So wait, whose death also was by the machete?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
what other
whose?
death?
Okay.
What other death in the movie also used the weapon?
Okay, I thought it meant like what type of death. So.
No.
I'm screwed to this one.
Yeah.
Shout out to the special effects legend who worked on this movie.
Tom Savini.
Tom Savini.
Shoot.
You guys are gonna hate me when you get this answer.
Yeah.
Oh no, I know.
It's one of those questions.
It's a Jake question for sure.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
What?
The machete.
Oh.
10 seconds.
Shit.
I believe
5,
you can get the question.
4,
Oh.
3, 2, and 1.
Okay, I hope this is it.
Molly, I'm gonna start with you.
Is it the snake?
It's
It
the
is
snake.
No!
Yes!
Not the freaking snake.
Because
Oh,
I remember Googling, like, did they really kill a real snake?
That's a real
It is.
snake.
Yeah.
It is.
That's
It's a real
real.
snake.
So
And they
it was
didn't
actually
tell the handler.
yeah, and it was also a snake they actually found on set in one of the cabins. So it was one that they just randomly found, is what I read too. So
Oh, I
It's-
read,
they're
I read
different
they didn't
stories.
tell the
Yeah, I've heard-
handler.
yeah.
That
Yeah,
they
I
were
heard
Oh,
that
okay,
Tom
fair,
Savini was just
fair.
like, "Hey, we're gonna borrow your snake," and then didn't tell him that they were gonna actually kill the snake. By the way, it's
Fucking
animal
hell.
cruelty. You can't.
It's a
do
little
that.
hard
Yeah.
to watch.
Yeah.
that's brutal. Yeah, that's brutal. But yes, it is
Yeah,
the snake.
you're wrong.
It is the snake.
I thought it was
I
that.
didn't say
creepy
whose
mustache
death.
guy.
I did say what death. So
Yeah. I was thinking
Context,
about the
please.
Well, I
snake.
had stabbing because I just assumed.
Forgot about.
Well,
that.
I said Steve Christie. Do we
That
know
was still
how
wrong.
Steve Christie was killed? We don't
I
actually
said
No,
see.
we don't.
as
We
well.
don't
So
technically.
he could
yeah.
have been killed with the machete for all we know.
but we don't know, Zach.
By the way,
No.
don't ever chop wood like that. You will destroy your back.
Yeah, facts. All right, question 2. In which of the 3 movies does a kill happen by a girl's face being slammed into the wall of an RV?
Woo.
Oh.
That's a way to get free plastic surgery. Get your face
Really
slammed.
free though?
Yeah, because at that point it would be a medical coverage. Because
Yeah, but
It's all
still the
wrapped.
pain. is that worth it? You're still paying a price. It's just not financial.
It might be financially worth it. Maybe.
I almost sent you guys a clip the other day. I was playing trivia on another channel, and I was through the first 3 rounds. I had 15 points, and the guy goes, "Well, maybe Vapion doesn't know movies like he knows everything else." And it was I ended up. They're like, he's already won, so anybody else who gets it second gets a point.
Should we do that for this one? Should
10
we
seconds.
not after round 1? Should we just not count your points anymore?
Is that just like a general rule?
And he'll still have more than me.
4,
Vapion just
3,
always wins.
2, and 1. Bailey, start us off.
Would it be Jason Lives?
It is Jason Lives.
It is
correct.
Jason Lives.
Jason Lives.
I wrote part
I like
6.
the question. Molly, technically that's wrong because there's an exclamation point on that.
Wow.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just
okay, Chuck.
You know what? Schmoedowns doesn't exist anymore, Jake.
I know. I'm just kidding. All
right. Question numero 3. What kind of car did Steve, the camp's owner, drive in the first movie?
Kind of car.
That's a cheap shot. Leave it to Jake to make a car question too.
This one should be easy, guys.
The first movie is actually
very dull.
It might be easy if you've seen the movie.
One of the ones that I'm the rustiest on because I watch it the least. It's actually not one of my favorites.
It's not
one of my favorites
movie.
either.
It's actually pretty boring.
It's not good until the mom shows up in the end, and then
the very end.
It's wild.
Look
Although
what you did to him.
I will say Alice knocks her out 3 times unconscious and somehow still everything goes down.
Their final battle on
10 seconds.
the lakeside is hilarious.
They're wrestling on the shore.
5,
wrestling.
4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Andy, let's see what you got.
Last time you asked the car question, it was a Volkswagen, so I want to see if you did it again.
It is not a Volkswagen, Zach.
I said a pickup truck.
It is not.
No.
Vapion.
Is it a Volvo?
No. Molly.
Is it a Jeep?
It's a Jeep.
Oh,
I wrote it.
Here's why.
I said Pinto.
Here's why it's somewhat easier. It is both him and Pamela both drive the same Jeep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because remember, Alice thinks that she is Steve when she drives up to the camp, and it's really her.
right.
Mm.
Yeah, because I remember that in the beginning of the movie.
And when Annie gets killed, she jumps in. We think it's Steve, and it's actually Pamela. Yeah.
Shout out to Betsy Palmer.
Question number 4. Whose tombstone does the group come across in the final chapter?
Side note, as y'all are writing their answers, I have a question for my Atlanta peeps. If anyone knows, maybe you don't know, maybe you're not on this side of TikTok. How are the Atlanta restaurants doing with Keith Lee wrecking shop with all your guys' restaurants in Atlanta? And
who?
No?
I have no clue what you're referring to.
Oh my god! So Keith Lee is a TikToker, and he goes to restaurants, and he's super humble, super sweet. He wants to be treated like any regular customer. And he went to Atlanta. He has 6 million followers, maybe more. He went to Atlanta, and there's some restaurants he didn't get food from because of
what? What restaurants?
It's, Milk and Honey and Old Lady Gang.
Lady Gang.
That sounds
I have
like
no idea about
came up
this.
with restaurants.
I don't know. But they were like, oh, we're booked. And then his wife walked in and was like, hey, do you guys have a table? They're like, no, sorry. And then Keith Lee walked in. They're like, oh, we'll get you in 5 minutes. And he's like, but you just told my wife it's going to take an hour.
Huh.
And so they were like, and there's other people waiting. So yeah, no. So
influencers are just messing everything up.
Keith Lee's great. Follow Keith Lee on TikTok.
He is great. I know who he is, Jill. He is
Jake.
great.
Okay, Jake knows what I'm talking about.
I know who he is. Yeah.
I gotta make a TikTok first.
You do. Yeah.
All right, Zach. What do you got for number 4?
Pamela Voorhees.
Pamela Voorhees. It is. I'll give Pamela if you want to, but Pam Voorhees, correct.
The first time we learned
Good
her
old
name.
Pam.
All right. Question number 5. What has Camp Crystal Lake's name been changed to in Jason Lives?
I had a feeling you would ask this one. It's a good question.
Well, then you should know it.
I do know it.
Yeah, if you watch the movies.
Then you should know the answer. Ooh. I made pasta last night, and I'm excited to have pasta again for dinner.
Good pasta.
Carbonara.
Ooh, that's good.
Thanks.
10 seconds.
I was like, I want to make an easy dinner. I want to make carbonara.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Vapion?
Forest Green.
I'll give you Forest Green. Camp Forest Green.
Camp
is the
Forest
name.
Green.
Camp
It's not
Forest
Camp
Green.
Krusty.
Camp
They
Frosty
didn't
sounds
rename
like a
it to
good
Camp Blood. They should have.
Camp Blood.
They should have. They should have.
That was what people called it before.
Yeah.
I'd
Or
go to-
Camp Cinnamon Woods.
Camp Cinnamon Woods, exactly.
Sounds
Pixar movie
delicious. Yes, I know.
All right, question
Get it.
number
Yes.
6. Question number 6. In the original film, the counselors are seen playing which of the following game before the killings begin? Strip Scrabble, Strip Poker, Strip Monopoly, or Strip Sorry?
Sorry.
You never
A
know.
lot.
I don't even know
only,
what sorry is without stripping.
like they're like some of these would be very hard to make out as a stripping game.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of these.
Yeah, what the
would
hell does
be
strip
different.
monopoly
But they
look
didn't have the internet back then, so they had to
No.
entertain
Yeah.
themselves somehow.
True.
They had to improvise somehow. Yeah, they do
True.
things.
I'm second guessing now because I thought.
10 seconds.
Oh shoot!
On a side note, Part 4 is the horniest movie in the world. 'Cause that's
Have
all
you-
they talk about.
Have you
is-
seen Part 5?
Okay, Part 5 is up there too.
Part 5 is literally directed by a porn director.
That's true.
Ooh.
That's a good point.
Fun
1.
stuff.
Either way,
Maybe
this
I do
Molly
need to
is
watch
horny.
these
Let's
movies.
just say that.
Strip Monopoly.
Strip Monopoly.
Wait, it is
Strip
strip
Monopoly.
monopoly.
Damn,
It
I
is
had
Strip
that, and then I
Monopoly.
changed it to poker because I second guessed myself.
Yeah, I was like, how does that even work? So I put
Yeah,
poker. It's the only
that
way
was
it
what-
makes sense to
That
me.
threw
was
me
my thing.
You threw me off when you said that. Oh, I was like, it's
I
not
was like,
that.
what? Do you strip every time you pass go? Like, when do you
Yeah.
strip? Like, I don't understand.
That would take a
Yeah.
very long time. Monopoly is a very long game.
Yeah. Like, strip sorry, I get. Like, every time you, like, you know, like, then the other person's going to strip. Like, that I can maybe understand. And poker. Anyway, question number 7. In the final chapter, we learned that Roy impersonates Jason. What is the very obvious detail that gives away the twist?
Oh, interesting.
Ooh, I think I remember.
That's a Part 5 question.
Interesting.
Yeah. Is that
Okay, I like Nerd Chronic's answer. You buy the clothes off your opponents. Instead of, like, buying rental spaces, you buy their articles of clothing.
Wait,
Okay.
Can you repeat that question, please?
Is this the wrong movie? Did I write the wrong movie in it?
It
I
is.
think
Yeah,
so. I think this is New Beginning.
this is from New Beginning.
Yeah, this
Roy's
is Part
is it?
5. This
Roy
is
is in
Part
New
5.
Beginning, not final chapter.
Oh shit. Okay, cancel the question then. Sorry guys.
Because I was like, I
We can
don't
still-
know
we can still
anything
answer
about
it.
this.
So if you guys want to try to answer it, sorry. I must
Molly
have messed it
hasn't
all up.
seen. Molly didn't watch that one. She only watched the
Yeah.
ones we're doing trivia on.
It's a spoiler.
Sorry.
You can't spoil it for Molly.
I clearly mixed up all of the movies that are all the same.
They're very
Racist
different.
Come up
assumption.
with another question then, Jake, because I don't know.
Yeah.
This for canceling. For those of you wondering, he has blue triangles under his eyes instead of a red
Correct.
triangle on the top
That's
of his
that's
mask.
the
That is
answer.
correct.
Oh,
yeah.
on the mask?
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's blue
We
instead
could-
of
I
red.
guess hair
we could
color,
just-
so.
We could just do like a bingo freebie square. We could
Yeah.
we could give everybody a point.
You get a point. You get a point. Everyone gets a point.
My only point.
I'll take
The
a
mission-
Are there
This is
any
the-
other questions from part 5 in there?
I hope
Find
not.
out.
I very much hope not.
We'll find
I
out.
hope
Anyway,
so.
Anyway, 3 points.
5 is my favorite one. Let's do this.
I'll
It's one of my favorites.
ask question 8 then. We'll try this again.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Nerd Chronic, if we get to a point where we need a question, I will happily take a question from you.
We'll be like, yo, help. All right. The new question 7, I guess, which is question 8. In Jason Lives, Tommy stops at a gas station that's named after a famous actor. Who is that actor?
Yeah.
Great question.
Jake's had some time to like, kind of. I mean, he's had time.
Gabby has hated every second of me watching these movies in the house.
I'm sure. I don't blame her.
But Bo is his first movie experiences, unfortunately, are all horror movies.
You know what?
Awesome. He's gonna grow up good.
I allow it. That's good.
Like we watched Totally Killer together. We watched the Friday the 13th movies together. I mean,
you know what? It's
the
just
dude ain't scared of nothing.
A strong, brave boy. It's okay.
You show kids horror movies early, it toughens them up.
He's gonna grow up and direct the next best classic horror movie.
Yeah, he's gonna be like the next why can't I think of his name? No. Psycho.
John Carpenter.
Hitchcock.
Oh, Hitchcock. Thank you. I don't know why Hitchcock is not in my brain.
4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go back to Molly.
I don't know. I guessed Clint Eastwood.
Okay. Billy?
Boris Karloff.
Boris
Karloff.
Way off. I had James Dean.
There's actually a couple references.
Wow, that's kind of dark, Andy, that you put James Dean as the name of a gas station.
Yeah. That's why I thought it would be
It's a little dark. I like it though.
All right, let's go to question 8/9.
Yes and toe.
We learned that Camp Crystal Lake closed in 1958 in the original movie. What was the reason the camp closed?
It's a summer camp, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a summer camp.
All right, I got my dumb answer then.
Watch Andy win.
Right.
When the question comes around.
Dumb
yeah. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Billy?
I put Murder of the Two Counselors.
No. Andy?
Summer ended.
No. Zach?
Great answer, though.
I said 2 counselors murdered.
Nope.
No. Vapion?
Keep it open when people are dying.
That's what I had.
Molly?
I put because a kid drowned.
No, actually, it closed because
the
owners were busted for possession of narcotics.
Nuh-uh. What?
Yep.
What?
Yep.
When did they ever say this? Or where did
It's in the movie. It is in the original.
Is it really?
Movie. Yeah.
I don't remember
Evidence
that.
because I said so.
Evidence because. All right, your final question of the round. Whose music is playing in the background during the RV murders in Jason Lives?
This is a good question.
Oh man.
One time I'm stumped at the music question.
Great soundtrack in that movie.
I love this person.
Watch Andy get this right.
Right?
I want Andy to get it right.
Okay, if I watch the movie, I probably have an idea. All right, let's just pick a random song. What comes up? Oh,
It's the artist. Totally the artist, not the song. Keep that in mind. The artist.
Oh, there's a small chance.
10 seconds. 10 seconds. 5.
It was so late
4.
When I watched this one.
3. 2.
I was tired.
And 1. Andy, I'm starting with you because I want to see your answer.
Well, I'd already written down the song as well, but I also put the artist there, and I put YYZ by Rush because it was the first thing that came up when I hit shuffle.
Zach?
Alice Cooper.
Alice Cooper.
Oh, that's nice. Okay,
I put ABBA.
I wish.
That could also be good.
That would have been better.
ABBA, great murder soundtrack.
My friend, when I had him over to watch these movies with me on Friday the 13th. He's like, "Do you know that song?" I was like, "No." He was like, "It's this." I was like, "Okay."
They're just playing SOS as
Imagine getting killed to Mamma Mia.
murder.
Right.
What was the actual song?
Getting murdered.
Oh, it's Teenage Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's see where everybody is at before we move on. Points wise, Molly, what do you got?
I have 9 points. Woo.
Okay, Billy.
10.
Andy.
Got that 1 free point.
Woo.
Zach.
10.
Vapion.
I'm also at 10.
20.
Oh, we're all
3-way
Close
tie.
game.
I'm a little surprised.
Right.
I would have thought that Zach and Vapion would be like, "Oh, we got like 15 points." No, big
Yeah, that's
deal."
why I was waiting for a Vapion to say 20.
I'm missing all the part 1 questions because I don't know part 1 that well.
If it was part 5 and 8, it would be a different story because those are my 2 favorite ones. But,
Jason Takes Manhattan.
I love Jason Takes Manhattan.
I haven't
You know
watched
what? I
part 1.
respect you for that.
I haven't watched
bad.
part
Alright.
1 in
I've only seen Muppets
years.
Take Manhattan.
It's a lot like that with murder.
Imagine Jason and the Muppets.
All right,
And the
we're gonna get to the quotes round. We have 5 quotes that we're gonna say. You pick the movie, not the character. We're just gonna have you guys pick which movie it comes from. I'll go ahead and start us off. So quote number
33% chance.
quote number 1. You are the Super Bowl of self-abuse.
Love that.
Is the therapy session now?
Yes.
What does
I
that
get
even mean? Like, there's some really weird lines in this particular movie.
It
This
means
is-
that you are the well.
See, you don't know. You get it.
No, I know what it means. It's hard to articulate.
It's a
what it
bad
means.
writing. It's bad dialogue.
You're the
It's a
Super Bowl.
feeling. It's not it can't be said verbally.
10 seconds.
It means that you are I don't know. You self-abuse a lot. Great.
Yeah.
It's grand. It's the
5.
Super Bowl.
And everyone
4.
cheers and places bets on it.
3,
Cheers and
2, 1. Let's start with Vapion.
Is it 4?
The final chapter is the number I'm looking
Yeah.
for.
Yeah,
The final
so
Yeah,
chapter.
that's
That's
what I
four.
thought. Ah!
Four.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, final chapter. has a lot
Honestly,
of
guys, I
weird
mixed the
stuff.
numbers up. I'm sorry. Final
It's
chapter is
one-
145, right?
4, 6.
146.
146. See, I'm already
That's
mixing.
why-
Oh
it
yeah,
up,
it was
so-
6. I put 7.
Yeah,
One
He's got
five is-
dad. He
Wait a
has
minute.
dad brain, guys.
Is
Leave
the
him
New
alone.
Beginning 7 or 6?
New
Oh, no,
Beginning
no.
is 5.
Yeah, New
See?
Beginning.
We're all over the
5.
place.
Jason
It's
Takes
not just me.
6.
New Blood is 7.
New
It's
Blood
not
is
just
7.
me.
Jason Takes Manhattan.
Quote number 2. Quote number 2. Next, they're going to tell us there are poisonous snakes in the outhouse and crocodiles in the lake.
Isn't that true
Oh,
most of the
no.
time?
Isn't that what's in lakes?
Maybe in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe in Australia. My lakes
Oh.
have geese and fish.
I don't know. My dad brought a water snake home and it lives in our garden. We've seen it from
Oh,
time to
Water
time.
snakes are fine, though. The
Aw.
water snakes aren't.
Freaked my mom out once because it was just on the top of our trash can and she thought it was like a fake snake that my dad was
Oh,
pranking.
no.
And then I'm like,
Oh.
Mom, that's real. And of course she's just like, ah.
He's just living his best life on his trash can.
Yeah, he's gotten huge now. So
10 seconds.
Eating all them rats up.
yeah,
5,
it saves a lot of money on pest control.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Molly?
Is it the first movie?
It is
No.
not.
Damn it.
Billy?
I put the first movie.
Okay. Andy?
I'm sticking with the same answer the whole time. The final one. That's not the final one.
No. Zach?
I said part 1.
Nope.
Vapion?
I also said part 1.
It's Jason Lives. It's
Jason lives.
Damn.
Dang.
Wow.
No-
you all
no points.
suck.
Yeah,
Better than
you all
you.
suck.
At least
Who
we're
said
playing.
You all suck at this
All right.
game.
Quote number 3. Are you going to help me or scare me to death? If you do that again, I'll tack you up to the wall to dry.
Yum.
Mm.
Huh.
There gotta be some strong tax.
Ugh. I hope I'm right about this one because
I believe in you.
This one sounds familiar.
I think I have the right one, but I've been wrong many, many times.
To the wall to dry.
10 seconds. I'm glad Jill gets the next one. It's a fun one.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm trying to remember to write the subtitles for Jake.
3, 2, and 1. Molly?
Is it the first one?
It's the first one.
Yay!
Number 1.
There's I don't know if it's the girl, but there's a character from the first one that just keeps getting terrified and scared over and over again. And I felt so bad for her. But she's just like so easily scared.
I mean, also the guy shooting arrows right next to the person.
True.
And cultural appropriation.
Oh yeah.
That's not terrifying.
All right. Quote number 5. Shitheads couldn't even stick him back in right. Why'd they have to go and dig up Jason?
Oh.
You guys get an extra help on this one because there's only 2 movies with Jason in this trivia.
Is everything else just Jason's mom?
The first one is just Jason's mom, so
yeah, I knew that.
Jason's mom has got it.
10 seconds.
And I learned it because of Scream before I even saw those movies. So thank you, Kevin Williamson.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Billy?
Would it be Jason Lives?
Jason lives. Jason lives.
I got greedy and swapped because I just assumed.
All right, your final quote before we get to the best category of all. Quote number 5. I've seen enough horror movies to know any weirdo wearing a mask is never friendly.
What if it's during COVID? There's a lot of friendly
there's a couple of years there.
This is when they started to get meta.
There's a great transition to one of the characters in this movie. I'll say what it is after.
10 seconds.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'll tell you what it is once it's done.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Andy?
The final one?
It is not.
Damn,
Zach?
probability.
It is Jason Lives, part 6.
Jason lives.
Jason lives again.
Jason lives.
I thought maybe that was in reference to all the kids' masks.
It was the one where the gravediggers like, do they think I'm stupid?
I'm a fart head.
Yeah, I'm a fart head.
And the kids go, yes!
That's the one.
And they're cutting it up. That's a great editing moment. As an editor, I appreciate that cut. That was really clever.
All right, you guys ready for the other movies category?
No.
Oh, no, I forgot about this round.
Jake's favorite category and everyone else's most hated category.
No, I love it. I get most of my points from this category. So
I don't like it when I'm competing because I don't watch other movies, but I like reading the question.
Kevin Bacon and Sean Penn.
Again,
all right.
Thanks, Dad.
Question number 1. Crispin Glover played a character that went by the name of Thin Man in what movie franchise?
Yes!
Oh, yeah.
I love this movie.
I love this movie, too.
Crispin, what? Thin Man?
Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
I think
Good times.
this is right.
Good times.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
Is it?
Ten seconds.
No way, this is right.
Trust your gut.
I know he's in this though.
4, 3, 2, 1. Vapion?
Is it Charlie's Angels?
It is Charlie's Angels.
Oh my god, that's right. That's actually what I said.
It is Charlie's Angels.
I can't believe I got that.
Creepy Thin Man.
Creepy Thin Man.
That's what.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was Creepy Thin Man, not the Thin Man.
Well, that's what's her name?
That's what she calls him, but his name is just the
that.
Thin Man. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Scab.
I probably haven't watched them since they came out, and I think
I
the
love those
newer one
movies.
was better.
All right,
Throttle
question
is
2.
nuts.
Question 2 and other movies. Kevin Bacon starred in the 1994 movie The River Wild. Who played the woman being held captive in the movie?
Even heard of that movie.
I'm convinced that like the '90s just made movies up, like it's you keep mentioning these movies, and I'm like, they didn't happen. And then,
this movie was just remade on Netflix, by the way.
Really?
Ooh.
So it was probably terrible.
It starred Adam Brody as the killer with
Interesting.
oh my god, what's her name? I'm totally forgetting her name.
Florence Pugh.
No.
Because she's in everything.
I don't know.
She was on,
The first name that popped into my head.
I'm totally forgetting her name, but she's like this super popular girl that never really became like an A-list star. 10 seconds.
Oh.
Oh my god, it's like on the tip of my tongue.
It's a TikToker, I swear.
5, no, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's Leighton Meester. Sorry, there we go.
Where?
Billy, go ahead. Sorry. Answer.
Yeah, I'm convinced that this movie doesn't exist, so I just said Kira Sedgwick.
No,
I know
Andy.
it's not right.
That's what I said, but I can't remember her name, so I just wrote his wife is also an actor.
Zach.
Is it Meryl Streep?
It is Meryl Streep.
No way, that's what I get.
Meryl Streep.
You're
That was
kidding me.
Meryl Streep.
Oh my god, Molly, that was.
Well, that's a classic Schmodown
Yep.
shot in the dark.
It is Meryl Streep.
Love it.
What
Love
a
it.
crazy
She was
guess.
great in the newest season of Only Murders in the Building.
Yes,
Oh
she
my
was.
God. Yeah, she
Yes,
was.
and Paul Rudd was as well.
All right.
So Matthew Broderick was the standout of that show.
Oh, Sean pulled me into the room and went, "You need to see who the guest is on this." Because I'm the theater kid, so he was like, "You need to see who this is." All right, question number 3. Which series actor also starred in Gremlins the same year he starred in his Friday the 13th movie?
Series actor starting Gremlins? Huh.
Series actor.
I couldn't give you the movie because then it would be too easy.
What do you mean by series actor? Like TV
So
series?
he's in one of these Friday movies.
Oh, okay.
That's what I mean by that. Yeah. If I gave you the specific one,
So
it's a
not Ice
clear
Cube, because
giveaway.
it's not the other Friday movies.
No, yeah.
I've seen those ones.
It's Chris Tucker.
10 seconds.
The only other person I can think of that's in Gremlins right now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Vapion?
Is it Corey Feldman?
It
It's
is Corey Feldman.
Corey
Show me that board,
Yay!
Vapion. Let me see that board. Corey Feldman.
I said
Thank
the
you.
Corey kid because I'd never heard of him before today.
Andy, I will give you the Corey kid. I will
Corey?
give you the Corey
Yeah.
kid.
That
heard
could
of
be
Corey
from Boy Meets
Feldman?
World.
That's
I do not remember him in Gremlins at all.
Yeah.
I don't either. I
When was
guess.
Corey Feldman in Gremlins?
He's
I
like
don't
the
know, he's
little
in there,
like
I gotta
neighbor
rewatch it.
friend.
I put
If
Dick
I didn't
Miller
see in the picture around that
because
he was a little kid, I would never have guessed.
I should have guessed 80s.
All right,
staple.
question 4 and other movies. In Back to the Future,
Okay.
which co-starred Crispin Glover as George McFly? Marty dressed up as a spaceman and influenced George to take Lorraine on a date. What name did the spaceman go by?
Oh, this is. You sure this isn't Back to the Future trivia?
We already did that, and Zach already won that.
You just wanted to work in a question from this particular
100%.
franchise.
No, Selvin won that one. I know because I
No,
keep a record.
Selvin won the Patreon
Oh, he won the
version.
Patreon.
Zach was the Schmodown champion.
I'll
of
have to
that.
update my records. Then.
Me?
No, seriously.
won our
I
Back
write,
to the
I
Future
write
trivia.
down all of our.
Or did I? I don't even remember.
Yeah.
Did I?
I don't remember
10
that.
seconds.
sounds
10
like me.
seconds.
I would
Sounds
do
like something I would do
that. I
that.
would.
I gotta write down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Molly.
I don't remember. I guess Neil.
Molly.
Oh, Molly.
The shame I'm feeling.
Billy, go ahead, Billy.
I don't know
Vader.
Back to the Future that
It's
well.
Darth
It is
Vader.
Darth
Molly.
Vader.
Oh.
My name is Darth Vader.
From the
I'm
planet
extraterrestrial from planet Vulcan.
What?
I am your density.
I don't
I
remember
mean,
that.
your destiny.
You run
Alright.
the Star Wars channel.
Last,
This
it's
is
a
not
Star Wars channel,
trivia.
not a Back to the Future channel.
I'm
Yeah, but it
disappointed,
has a
Molly.
Star Wars reference in it.
Your final question of the quotes round. I mean, not the quotes round, of the extra movie questions round. Anyway. In what movie did Kevin Bacon play a scientist by the name of Sebastian Kane? Sebastian Kane.
Sebastian Kane.
I was thinking Crane. I was Batman brain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I think about like Fraser Crane.
No, like Batman.
I went the opposite way. I thought you were going to say Shaw, which is the X-Men villain.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh.
There's
Shaw,
Sebastian.
No.
Sebastian Shaw.
She's also
Sebastian
the
Kane.
name
Sebastian
of the actor
Kane.
who played Anakin Skywalker in Return of the Jedi.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
10 seconds.
If you didn't know, Molly, Return of the Jedi is the franchise that has Darth Vader in it.
Oh. Yeah, it
Five.
sounds familiar.
4,
You
3,
learned something new today.
2, 1. Andy.
I got no clue.
Okay. Zach?
Is it Flatliners?
No. Vapion?
Is it Hollow Man?
It is Hollow Man.
Hollow Man.
It
Heard
is
of that one?
Hollow
That's-
Man.
I put Lawnmower Man. I'm an idiot.
Is there actually a movie called Lawnmower Man?
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe.
I think there is.
Because
It's
it
a-
sounds
it's
like a
a-
great movie.
It's a movie based on a book by Stephen King.
Yeah.
Oh, that
No,
explains it.
Hollow Man is the Paul Verhoeven one.
Yes, you are correct.
Man, I'm an idiot.
All right. Before we get to the betting round, I want to see where everyone's points are because it was close the last time we checked. Molly, I'll start with you. Where are you at?
15.
Woo.
Okay. Billy.
16.
Woo.
Andy.
Dicks.
Yeah.
You know where they're all going.
Zach.
18.
Woo.
And Vapion.
21.
Ooh.
There we go. That sounds more.
Okay. All right. Well, go ahead and think of what you're going to bet. Remember, you can bet anywhere from 0 to what you have. What you do bet will be a subtraction of your score in case you get this wrong. And we'll go around. I will not tell you what the question is before you make this decision because that'll sway you. But most people bet everything on this channel, so we'll see what happens. Molly, what are you going to bet?
All 15, baby.
Yeah.
Okay. Billy.
All 16.
Andy.
All in.
Zach.
Betting it all. 18.
And Vapion.
I'll bet 20 on the 21.
Oh, man.
Keep it at 1 point just in case.
Well, I could bet
Man.
3 points and
If
still
we all
win.
get it wrong,
He
we'll
does,
all
he
win.
can.
I'm gonna flip my shit.
Jill, I do have to ask you a question before we get this. Should there be a certain max number that they get if they get their points, or is it all in?
No, all in I think is.
All right, let's go all in.
How,
I'm gonna bring up an image.
Do you want to do all
and-
in, or wait, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4.
What? Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, they start
I'll
counting
say-
it's bad for us.
They need at least 8.
Okay. I'm gonna bring up an image, and you have to match the kill to the movie.
I figured.
Oh,
Ooh, okay. This is
Match the kill to the movie, and if you get 8 of them, we'll give you your points back. Anything above 8, you'll get 1 extra point.
oh, hell yeah. Let's do it.
All right. I'm going to give you guys an extended period of time. I just have them listed. And you guys just name the movies.
And we're
There
just
they are.
we're just gonna
All 12.
Oh, shit.
and we're just gonna chat.
We're just going to chat.
Have
Because
fun.
those are all very gruesome, awful deaths, especially number 9. That is terrible.
I don't know, man. Speared and crotch does not sound like a good time.
Yeah, well, the
No,
head twist, the head
oh.
twisted off too is pretty raunchy.
I'm punched out. Jesus. The first one's just enough for me.
Heart punched out feels very Mortal Kombat.
That feels very anime or like something like
Yeah.
not live action.
That sounds like my love life for a long time.
Heart punched out.
Not anymore, but
Jake, if you don't like Head Twisted Off, you definitely should watch Saw 3.
There's a lot of gruesome stuff in this, man. Like there's just like I would say, and I'm not like the biggest horror person, but I would definitely say that Jason is probably the most violent out of all of them.
He has the highest body count out of all the slashers.
Like he seems to be the most gruesome and violent out of all of the slashers. Like obviously there's some pretty gruesome deaths in, Nightmare and some other stuff, but head twisting off and folding in half, like come on. Like that's pretty bad.
Yeah, you should watch Saw 3.
No, absolutely not.
No.
I don't think I'm ever going to do that. And if we ever decide to do trivia, then you guys can write it.
I could write it. I can.
I'll send that one out.
Jill, you can definitely write that. You know those movies like the back of your hand.
I could write it. I could do it. I was debating if I was gonna go to the theater by myself and see the new Saw, or if I was just gonna get like this pay for the streaming.
Because it's probably going to be available soon.
It is. It's available now. But it was like I can do $12.50 to go to the theater, or like $20 to pay for like streaming. And I was like, oh, $12.50, that's cheaper. But then I was like, oh, I need to get like popcorn and food.
I was gonna say that becomes a $40 trip.
Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna get the streaming tomorrow and watch that for Halloween.
There you go.
Yeah, so that's my game plan.
Head turned around, head twisted off.
There's two of them.
Hold on. Hold on. That's
well, one of them, based on context clues, for someone who has not seen these movies, I'm assuming head twisted off is their head comes off of their body.
Yep. Yeah. Correct.
Head turned around, it is still attached to the torso.
Yeah.
Context clues, ladies and gentlemen. Remember English class? Context clues.
I got it now. Torso split open.
Man,
I'm really having trouble on one.
You're still going? Jeez.
I guessed on almost all of these.
There's two of them that I'm struggling on.
There's one that I think I know for sure.
That's why.
That's it.
I don't
Folded in
recall
half
that
is a good one. It's just like
that's a great kill.
Could you imagine just like the last thing you see is your legs coming at you?
Not a good time.
Like,
or the last thing you see, is the thing behind you.
Like, yeah, right.
Your head is being twisted around.
Yeah,
like, does not sound like a good time.
It's pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Although I just watched the Exorcist for the first time, there's a lot of spinning of the head on that movie.
Oh gosh.
Well, but she's fine. She's
fine.
Okay.
I don't know how, but she is.
She walked it off.
I don't know how her neck muscles are not in her stomach.
They just put some ice on it. It's fine. She's okay.
Gave her some ibuprofen. Apparently, she's fine.
Yeah. Just some Tylenol. She's good.
People were built different in the 70s.
Yeah, a 12-year-old girl was built like a bodybuilder. Apparently,
that's why doctors were smoking in the hospital, because people were built different.
Yeah.
I'm taking a guess on this.
How's everyone doing?
Bad, but we'll see.
I think I'm doing okay. I think I got the majority.
I used all my.
I think I got them all. I think it's a gamble, but
I'm curious to see how this turns out.
I used all my luck on Friday because one of the trivia I watched, they did 4 rounds and I won 3 of them and came in second in the other one. And I give the prizes for shirts I can't wear, so I was like, here, give it to this person.
The prizes
give it to this person.
I can't wear. No.
So I was like,
there's prizes in trivia?
The one I watched, but it's a bunch of old people that give out Amazon gift cards if you win.
A bunch of old people?
Oh, it's like 40 to 60-year-old Canadian people that play at like 11 o'clock their time, so it's like 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock my time in the morning.
I think I got all but one. There's one that I'm not sure about.
Dang. I believe in you.
Much like you guys, I've convinced them. They're like, you should be on Jeopardy. I'm like, I just am really good at multiple choice answers.
All right, is everyone good?
Think so, yeah.
All right.
Okay, does anybody want to attempt?
Yeah, I'll try.
All right, Billy, go ahead and fire it off.
So number 1 would be Jason Lives. Number 2, Final Chapter. 3, also Jason Lives. 4, the original, 1980. Number 5, Final Chapter. Number 6, I'm guessing Jason Lives. 7, Final Chapter. 8, the original. Number 9, Jason Lives. Number 10, I'm also guessing Jason Lives. 11, Jason Lives, and 12, original.
You got
Okay, does anybody else want to try? All but 2.
Yeah, I'll try.
What were the?
Okay, Zach, go ahead.
Like from the beginning, from 1.
From the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay. 1, part 6, Jason Lives.
Okay.
2, Final Chapter. 3, Jason Lives. 4, part 1, the original. 5, I said part 1. That was the one I wasn't sure about. 6, Jason Lives. 7, Final Chapter. 8, part 1. 9, Jason Lives. 10, Final Chapter. 11, Final Chapter, and 12, part 1.
All but 1.
All but 1.
Oh, it was that one. Dang it.
It was that one. Yep.
So the motorcycle is
What's the
Final
motorcycle?
Chapter.
When?
It is
When?
it is
Yeah.
Oh, that was the
one of the
one that
Doublemint twins.
That was the one that I definitely.
That was a car.
remembered.
That wasn't a motorcycle, was it?
I think it was a motorcycle. I'm pretty sure it was a
No,
motorcycle.
no, one of them was a car, and the other one was stabbed behind from the bicycle.
And Billy,
I don't think it-
Billy, you missed 10 and 11 is what you missed.
So
Okay.
I'll read them all correct one time. So it's Jason Lives, Final Chapter, Jason Lives, the original, Final Chapter, Jason Lives, Final Chapter, the original, Jason Lives, Final Chapter, the original.
Final Chapter.
Oh, I got 4 right.
Oh,
I got 11.
I got my points back.
Yay!
Are you serious?
Yeah. I got 8 of them.
How many did you get? Oh my god, Andy.
Yes, Andy.
So I got 18. That's 36. Plus, I got an extra.
Okay, so I got.
Plus you got an extra
3.
3.
Extra 3, so I have 39.
So what happens is if you get your points back, so if you got 8 of them, you get your points back plus double that because it's a betting round.
Right.
So if you had 15, then you have 30 at that point. But then if you got 2 more points, then you have 32, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So Andy had 6, then he goes to 12. Yes, exactly.
Okay, so I got it. Woo. I know I already lost, but hey, this.
So Molly, you missed them.
I only got 4.
Okay, Vapion.
I got all but 1.
Oh,
like I said, we all.
All right. Which one did you miss, Vapion?
7. Number 7.
Okay. All right. You missed the head or the crush against the wall.
Yeah.
In the shower. Shower wall.
Part of the problem is I play the video game and I know you can do all the kills anywhere. I'm like, I've done the head crossfall thing on this building, and that building is in this food. And I'm like, oh no.
All right. So Molly, you ended up with 0 because of the bet.
Big
Billy.
0.
So I got 10 correct. So I bet
Okay.
16. So that would be 32 plus 2, so 34.
34. Andy, you got 12. Zach.
39 total.
Yep.
And Vapion.
So it's double plus points, right? So
Yep.
I doubled 20 to 40, and I got free extra, so I got 43 points.
43. Okay, a 4-point win. A 4-point win.
What a surprise!
If this were Schmodown.
There's my Jason, by the way. It's a sticker my friend got me.
Cute.
I would challenge the motorcycle. I swear that was a car, not a motorcycle.
Yeah, that was defenestration.
Maybe I was mistaken. Maybe I was mistaken.
I believe he mixed 3 and 4 up because 3 has the motorcycle gang in it. But
again, guys, I watched too many of these movies all at once.
He's watched all of them, and he has a small infant.
I'm shocked you chose to watch all of them and not just the ones for trivia.
I had never seen them before. I had never seen them before, so I tried. Yeah, I tried.
All without any sleep.
I won't even watch them all back to back, and I love them.
Well, appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for playing. That was awesome. Vapion, congratulations. Zach, thank you for joining the channel as always.
Of course, it's always a good time.
Billy, Andy, Andy, dude, you got your points back on the betting question.
Yeah,
that's impressive.
Yeah, buddy.
Andy walks away with not 0 points.
Yeah, seriously.
The scariest thing that's happened on this channel.
My friend will be over tomorrow, and he will not be like, "Oh, you lost Friday the 13th trivia." I'd be like, "I know." And if I lost it, I would be thrown out of my friend group forever. So.
Oh no! I don't have to.
Well, thank you guys for joining. We're gonna let you guys go, and then we'll go ahead and wrap our show up. If you guys want to hang out so you can say goodbye afterwards, more than welcome to. But we're gonna let you guys go again. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you
Appreciate
for having
you guys.
us.
Thanks, everybody.
And until next time.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, guys. Thank you.
Stay, eat lots of candy, and drink if you drink. Drink lots of fun things.
We have so many beers and like hard seltzers left over from the party we threw here on Friday that we're gonna hand them out to any adults that come trick or treating to our door.
That's awesome.
Be like, if you want something from the cooler.
Hold on, let me book my ticket real quick.
That's a really good. That's a really good call. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. A lot of good competition there.
That was good. I kind of want to go back through and like watch. I know Zach kept telling me to watch 5, so maybe I'll go through and watch 5.
Yeah, I haven't decided like what my favorites are, but they started to blend together very quickly.
Oh gosh, I bet.
Yeah, it was a lot. I'm glad I did it because I watched them. I had never seen them before.
Now you can say that you've done it.
It was definitely a lot to watch them. So yeah. Again, thank you to everyone who played. Thank you to everyone who's been watching, hanging out while we've been doing this. We always like doing these live ones every once in a while. We do them on the Patreon every month. All kinds of different topics. We've done things like Toy Story, and we did Scream, Harry Potter,
Twilight,
Jurassic Park. We unfortunately did Twilight. They're all on there, so go ahead and check those out. And if you join, you can play along with us each and every month. It's one of the best things I think we do. We have a lot of fun doing it. A lot of people like enjoying it as well. So check that out. Ladies, any final thoughts before we go ahead and wrap it up today?
Happy Halloween.
I did way better than I expected.
Yeah, Molly.
Even though I ended up with 0, because like I'm always down to bet it all in the last question, but I'm pretty proud of myself.
It's always hard, if you tell people, I got 0 points in trivia. You can't really say that in this trivia because it all can go away within one question. It's just how it all works. But yeah, no, I mean, after round 2, everyone was tied around like 9 points. It was all super close.
That was cool.
Which is always nice on my standpoint. That means the questions are like
they were good.
There,
good job.
And everyone's
now we know that I'm
the
only person who pays attention to what kind of car people drive.
Apparently.
There you go. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for joining, hanging out. Again, we're live every Monday evening at 6:00 Pacific, and tons of things going on Patreon. Go ahead and check those out. All of our socials and everything are down below in the description, where you can find us on a daily basis. So again, thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you guys next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Happy Halloween.